Oli and Jose for me made me feel like if we're down a game, we will come back.
Yes.
I always felt that that could be a possibility. And even towards the end of his tenure, that was still the case. United finding it got toxic. And I think out of all the managers that Man United have had, I think it was the most toxic under Jose. I don't think it was more toxic than anyone else.
It wasn't. I think it was toxic in the dressing room. It was toxic in the stadium. Just everywhere. Online, at Old Trafford.
But you know what happens?
It was just everywhere.
I think when you have a big personality manager like Jose, and then you got players with big personalities as well in the team, I think that was my first full exposure to Manager FC and Player FC. That's the first time I ever saw people kind of drawing a line between the two. And since then, everyone's been running with it. Every time it's player versus manager. And I agree. I think it was the most toxic under him. But he's Jose Mourinho. I think when he said him finishing second with that United team, in hindsight, now everyone's looking back and thinking,
he was spitting. He was spitting. I'm kind of. Do you know what it is? I think he's the one that I was most relieved out of any manager when he left, because of how toxic things became, and we did end up becoming boring. But one thing I will always give credit to Jose Mourinho is that first season, of course, him coming in, bringing on those big players, Ibrahimovic, Mkhitaryan, Pogba, and then obviously delivering the European Cup, and then obviously a domestic cup in his first season. That is probably, and even it's not even just about delivering the cups, because Ten Hag did the same thing. It was about the performances we were putting in that season. And I felt like under Mourinho was the only time where I felt like we were putting teams to sleep. But then also we weren't getting battered. If we did lose, it was always like by like 1 goal deficit or whenever. And it wasn't like we lost a crazy amount of games either. We were a hard team to beat. But unfortunately, we always came up short against a Man City team at the time that was just on a generational run. But yeah, I just felt like it was the only time where I felt like as a Manchester United, we were more secure. We would dominate games, but then also we will come frail against certain teams and certain moments that could have potentially pushed us to win a league title, or maybe go us further in the Champions League. But I definitely felt the most secure.
I totally agree. And even like, I think if I'm not wrong, he's got after Alex Ferguson, I think he's got the best win percentage
in the league, 100%.
But also he drew quite a ton load of games